The records are now open. I love saying that. I felt so Bob Barker in the beginning when I started this show, when I brought back Akashic Answers with Emily. And I felt so weird. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to commit to that more, that opening more. Now I freaking love it. And I love you, Kinzel Mitchell. Welcome. Say hello once you get here, everyone. Inez is here. I want to say hi back to you. This is such a beautiful family tribe, beloved Facebook tribe. Thank you for joining me once again here for Akashic Answers with Emily. We're going to be doing a live Akashic record reading and group healing session. Even if your questions are not individually answered today, you are going to receive an expansion, a healing, a growth, an activation in some area of your life. That's why Spirit has brought you here. So thank you for participating in this most, what truly is just a sacred ceremony where we're all coming together. We're going to have some fun today. For those of you guys who are new and you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Emily Harrison. I am the founder and director here of the Akashic Academy. And yes, I always say it that way, founder and director. Just like I say, the records are now open, like Bob Barker. I tend to howl my title out a little bit. I am the founder and director of the Akashic Academy. Yes, I am the silly one in charge around here. Thank you for staying on and hanging out. You guys are like, what the heck are they doing? I'm just going to share this out because I like to get a nice big audience here with us. The more that of us that join together here to receive, to be open, to allow ourselves to get soft, to release the rigid nature of our hearts, our minds, our emotions, the more we grow together as a collective and as a humanity. And the more work that you can do inward, supported here by a beautiful community and tribe of other people who are healing and uplifting the healing of other light workers, because even though we are starting to get a great handle on all of this esoteric knowledge that is available to us, learning to embody it and learning to really use that energy on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day basis, not just when we're moving into a sublime state to begin contemplating our life. Yeah, it's great to get the powerful information there, but it's when you can show up in presence, you can stay neutral, you can begin to have an immediate correspondence with the universe, immediate feedback. This happens when you begin to open up your intuitive senses. What I love to do for people is to open their superpowers, open up your intuitive gifts, your skills, your abilities. You have the ability within this human spacesuit, as you are showing up here, to see into other dimensions, to understand the energies that are at play here on our planet more dynamically than you are getting with just your five senses. Okay, I want to invite you to remember that of the entire electromagnetic spectrum of energy, with our five senses, we can perceive 0.003% of that energy. That is 0.003%. You've heard before that you're only using a small portion of your brain, 10% of your brain. Most of us think, oh, well, if I could use that other 90%, maybe I would use it like being smarter, more book smart, intelligent, or maybe I would use it to advance my emotional understanding and abilities. Or maybe if I could open and access more of my brain, I could get my body stronger in some kind of a physical way. This part of the brain that we're not accessing has to do with the imagination. It has to do with the subtle realms of energy. It doesn't have to do with continuing to expand yourself in the areas where you already are showing up and experiencing yourself as a human. Where are you not showing up and experiencing yourself as the human / reflection of source, God energy, Goddess energy that you are? Let's find out today so we can get it moving and shifting and growing together. I'm very excited to invite you guys to start typing in your questions. I feel like I'm shaking the hat. Send some hearts and likes and some love bubbles across the screen. I'm shaking my hat. Share this out with somebody that you love. Share this out on your timeline. Share this out in a group that you like to frequent. Because again, the more that we can raise the collective awareness and create space for healing, the more all of us get out of it. So I thank you guys for helping me to share not only the power of the Akashic Records, but to share growth and expansion with humanity, which I love. I love you guys. All right, I'm going to dive into some questions and comments here. Jasmine from Southern California, Jasmine Perez, feeling intense energy over there in Southern California. Actually, just as you're saying that, that used to be my old stomping grounds, by the way, so I'm very connected geographically to that space. Yes, lots moving there. And lots of ancestral energy that has to do with the native tribes in that space, Jasmine. I don't know the exact history that they're bringing up, but they're definitely bringing up the parallel that you will find in your own life, the significance that you'll find in your own life, how it's playing out for you. But it's definitely tied to an ancestral release. So if any of you guys are feeling intense energy where you are, and you're kind of like, where is this coming from? You're resonating with what I'm saying right now. This message is for you. Spirit is asking you to just bring your awareness to, as you are clearing that energy for yourself, as you are learning to become peaceful, hold the polarity, neutralize it, do your healing within yourself, basically becoming non-violent within yourself. You are transmuting that energy geographically. So anybody who resonates, if you resonate with that, by the way, please share that you resonate with that. It's very helpful for us all to begin to talk about what kind of like instinctually we're going through and feeling, and then beginning to put these pieces together so we can do the work more dynamically. So if you're experiencing this pattern where you might have this feeling that you are releasing for your geographical area, for me, I'm in a very, very sacred space. This land where I'm at, right outside of Lake Tahoe, the Truckee River runs right through my town, just a mile or two away. This water inherently holds the Kundalini energy of Mother Earth, because the Kundalini energy surfaces in Lake Tahoe, and that energy follows on the surface down the Truckee River to Pyramid Lake, where it tucks back underground. So I don't really necessarily feel like I'm clearing here in this space. I feel like I'm getting more supported by this space, and I use my awareness to send love and blessings into the sacred waters of Mother Earth, because I recognize those are the veins of the planet. I feel more connected to the place where I grew up and shifting the ancestral energy from that space. I grew up in a really small town in Missouri where the Underground Railroad ran right through town. We actually had the property that my family grew up on. It was pre-Civil War, been in our family for many generations, and we would call it a casita now, or a guest house, but it was a slave house on the quarters. There was a slave house, there was a barn, a smokehouse, lots of different vegetation and stuff growing around there. And some interesting experience as a kid growing up in that house. All right, so I would just like to send through an activation of support for any of you guys, and I hope that you commented yes if you are feeling that you are connected with that aspect of your soul mission that is asking you to recognize that you are shifting ancestral lineage where you are showing up on the planet, or perhaps where you came into the planet. Good day, Danielle. And Cindy, thank you for sharing. I just want to send through strength for you guys. And this is coming in through, and not only the personal power through the solar plexus, but it's also coming in the mind programming, so that you stop and remember, oh yeah, I got to get this neutral within myself, because I'm working for the collective and the greater good. If you'd like to receive that energy, just say yes. I'm just creating a channel of energy through my body right now, and setting the intention to use my vessel as an amplifier tool of this energy for you. Anybody who would like to receive, thank you for doing so. The more of you who receive, the more collective expansion that we all receive. So be it, and so it is. Awesome. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. All righty. Ooh, Deborah Williams had an astral travel experience today. Get some, girl. That's pretty awesome. Astral travel is something I'm really excited to dive into more. A brilliant new little light work of fairy has come into my awareness. If you guys don't know Haley Lynn and you want to know more about dreams, astral travel, lucid dreaming, she's your girl. Janine just popped in. What's up, Janine? Okay, so I wanted to go. Karen, Sydney, I need help with finances. Are they going to soar? All right, let's tune in and see. This is always a big one. We talked about finances earlier today in the Coaches and Healers Sangha. So I just want to scroll in. Oh, dang it. My thing's not letting me scroll anymore. All right. So specifically for, and that's why I wanted to scroll, because I wanted to make sure that I got your name correct. I'm sorry. This is what happens when we're working live and balancing a lot of things at once. But Sydney is the name that's sticking into my mind. So I'm going to call you Sydney, you know? And anybody else who resonates with this message, you can be Sydney as well. I apologize again. But asking Spirit to direct me to your energy frequency. Okay, what they're saying is that the future exists in infinite possibility, we have to remember, and we have the ability to adjust things. So this is still something that, because it hasn't arrived in your physical reality to the degree that which you are calling it in yet, there's still opportunity for you to play with this momentum. Okay, what they're directing your attention to, and anybody else who resonates with this, you've been working, because they're definitely acknowledging that you have been working to shift this. You have been, they're showing me just like you've been very dynamic in creating the avenues of income that are going to be, that you're like saying, okay, where is this going to start soaring and coming in and feeling like you've built the structures they're showing me. Okay, but there's still opportunity to influence, they're saying. And this is the time when it's no longer about, ooh, can I do it? Am I manifesting? Am I doing it? It's about relaxing, knowing that you've already done the work, and can you let go of attachment? Because in order to truly receive, that's a tight little space we got to get in and work in, because attachment is everywhere. Even for those of us who are learning to become more attached, if you go deep into yourself, you will find your attachments everywhere. So that's the next piece that they're inviting you to work on. And anybody who feels like that, you feel like you've been working on your finances, you can, when you tune in deeply, you know, if you are even asking that question, by the way, they're bringing my awareness to how you frame that, Sydney, maybe. Sydney, baby. Because you framed that, are they going to? Spirit wants to bring everyone's awareness to think about your focused intentions in a different way. Many of us think about, okay, what is it that I want? What is my focused intention that I'm going to manifest and create and put my attention on? Which, by the way, I'm holding my finger and like sending this energy out my third eye here, because that's one aspect of how you can focus your intention, sending it out through the third eye. It's helpful in this process. But what Spirit wants you to begin to consider, you didn't make that shit up. That divine inspired idea, that thought that you have, that intention that you're putting out there, that was a vision. These are visions that have been gifted to us by Spirit. It's not something that we are making up. Ah, Shelly Crowder, I see you, Shell baby. So when you can recognize, if you're a big dreamer, big planner like me, I got a big vision. I'm a visionary. It's not my middle name, but it could be. We got to recognize there is a time, because of the density of the physical plane that we're on here, there is a time between the alignment of the vision and the energy that causes it to move from the realm of infinite possibility to probability to our reality, because of the density and the nature of the way the energy moves, where we got to sit back and relax and release the attachment. So if you're working in this space, congratulations, you're working in high-level space. Do not get frustrated with yourself. And recognize that that big thing that you're waiting for, this is a vision of your future that has been gifted and implanted into you for the purpose of tuning in and fueling that focused intention. That focused intention is spirit wanting to act and move through you, the divinity wanting to be actualized and manifested through you. Okay. Anybody who's working on that right now, and truthfully, what we're trying, I think the basics of what we're all trying to get down to with this financial opening and abundance is freedom. Okay, so with this activation, yes, I want to invite you to let your income, your finances, your resource, your freedom soar. But I want to invite you to begin to see this emerging everywhere in your life, everywhere where you are free. Acknowledge it and bless it. Anybody who wants to receive this little bit of extra energy here to get you through this transition, feel free to receive this. My hands are getting hot. We've got a lot of blocks around this, around safety. Safety's coming up for a lot of you for the collective. I'm just going to do some clearing on that for the collective, all right? The energy that's coming in, the collective that I'm working on clearing, is that it's not safe to change our beliefs about money. Because money is what makes the shit go round. All right? Just believe nothing, consider everything. That's where belief will screw you, unfortunately. Because inherently in belief, there is polarity. You got to stand on one side or the other. I personally adopted a mantra, I don't know, some time ago. Sometime in my past. Believe nothing, consider everything. And again, it's a mantra. It's something that I hold myself to. I don't necessarily embody it in every moment. I'm still showing up here doing my work, everybody, okay? But I do hold that ideal for myself. Believe nothing, consider everything. All right, let's see. Donna Alexander says, I want to know what's up with a key from my Akashic Records and a blueprint, thinking about it all the time. This is really powerful symbolism, Donna. Thank you for bringing this up. The language of intuition is symbolism, guys, and this is recurring symbolism. I feel myself just like moving into an altered space as I begin talking about this, just honoring the guides that are coming in to share, to channel with you guys right now. This is powerful symbolism that comes up very frequently in modern day pop culture, how we're experiencing, as well as throughout esoteric knowledge as well, an idea of a key or unlocking, opening these different gateways. Blueprints are huge. This idea of a blueprint too. What does the inherent blueprint say? What does the inherent code say? And how do we use this key to unlock it? So if you are experiencing any symbolic or literal form of this showing up in your life, let me just channel what's coming in right now. This, first of all, you're being invited to open to allow yourself to speak in this new language of symbolism. A lot of you got that, okay? The idea of the key or the tool that unlocks this access to your blueprint is your consciousness. And we think of consciousness as being something that we have to attain after years of meditating, and that is it's one old way where the old world used to work. Right now, we're in energies that are so fast that we have the ability to actually move through that process of learning to awaken and enlighten much faster on the planet right now, because we have the opportunity not to sit our ass up on the mountain where the work is easy, but we come down and we embody a physical experience of a human being, and we do the work in our everyday life, which speeds up the process for us. So first of all, I want you to know the process of awakening your consciousness, yes, you might have a long way to go. I don't know about every personal individual. Now I'm talking to everybody, Donna, not you. If you're using, actually, you do not, you're already accessing it, what they're telling me, okay? But in order for you to interpret it, just allow the symbolism to come in and play with that more dynamically. Also, Donna and anybody else who resonates, please reach out to me via private message because I love to do free sessions and meet you guys, free meet and greet chats, and share with you how the Akashic Records can continue to open and expand you. And we can go into your records. These are short sessions, so we don't have a lot of time, but we can go into your records, and that process inherently will activate you, whether you continue to work with me or not, okay? That process will inherently activate you. So anybody who is resonating with wanting to just be in that frequency and allow it to do its thing on you, please reach out to me. But back to the collective understanding of how do you raise your consciousness so that you can unlock this? There's simple keys, guys. One, own it. Own that you are experiencing everything in your life based on, well, what we learned earlier today are the thoughts that you're having. Thoughts are the inherent building blocks of all the energetic experiences that we magnetize, bring together, and create into a collective. And thoughts, truly, this is what they are. They're energy impulses that your body, look at this as a human projector. I called it a spacesuit earlier. Now I'm going to call it a human projector. We're going to go with a different analogy. This is your human projector. And all of the influences, the impulses, the thoughts, the feelings, everything that you're allowing to cultivate and grow within you creates a particular specific experience that is projected like a holographic projection into this big-ass plasmic screen that is the earth that creates your reality. And it's all based on and can be manipulated by the energy of your thoughts, the energy behind your thoughts. So learning to own your thoughts, own everything that you are experiencing is coming from a thought that you are choosing to think. If you do not think that you are still choosing your thoughts, reach out to me. We got to slow that process down so that you can get a hold of it. That's personal power. And by the way, one of my Sifu Boggy, taught me a cool trick today that will help you with that, by the way. So you got to, that's how you raise your consciousness. You got to own that you are in control of the matrix. You have to be willing to take the journey into self-love and self-excavation. You have to be willing to see yourself for who you are. Truthfully, many people are afraid to see themselves for who they truly are because they're afraid that what they're going to find is a pile of shit. And I promise you it's not. You are perfect. The data is imperfect. The impulse is everything around you. That's why a huge quantum leap in our consciousness is taken. We experience that when you dive into a practice that allows you that level of self-realization and hopefully space for self-love. That's what the Akashic Records are recorded from, the aspect of unconditional love and zero judgment, from the God mind. So anytime that we're working within this space, you are inherently in the presence of the highest unconditional love that has a consciousness that will transform you, that will make it easier for you to love yourself if you struggle in that area. And this is key because those higher levels of consciousness, understanding what the hell going on in your Akashic Records, what it all means, what you can do about it, what new inventions, protocols, shifts and changes you can make, how all of what you can get from that space is determined by how much you're willing to love yourself. So see, it's not the expansion of your consciousness isn't about sitting up on the mountaintops like our ancestors did, meditating. Our ancestors did that prepping for us. Now we are on the front lines embodying this in our everyday real life. Can you stay centered? Can you stay connected? Now, I'm not telling you not to meditate, by the way, because it's very, very important that we have that practice. Everybody needs 20 minutes of meditation a day, unless you're too busy and you need an hour. You've probably heard that. I did not make that up. It's a good one though, right? You must have this in order to slow the mind down, in order to slow your reaction times down. Otherwise, you're just going to be working on autopilot. You're going to be working on subconscious programming. So I'm not telling you not to meditate, But I'm also not telling you the physical walk, the physical journey does not require you to be in an ashram. Did I say that right? Although you can, they're fun retreats to do. It's really about how you're showing up and embodying it in every moment. Now, I personally go into the records in my times of I'm always connected to this space, but I do set a time, specific sacred time, to move into the Akashic field, my own Akashic records, and ask about these things, these templates, these blueprints. Your template, your blueprint, everybody has one. It's like your code. It's more than just your DNA and your genetic code, but it's a lot to do with that. It's your light code as well. The understanding of what's on your blueprint, what you're encoded with, and how you can shift it and change it is all readable, understandable, accessible for you through the Akashic records. But you have to learn how to turn on the imaginative skills, which are AKA intuitive skills, AKA your clairs, your psychic senses, your ability to put aside your judgment of yourself and get in like an actor, like an improv actor, which my student Margaret so brilliantly illuminated in the class a few weeks ago. It's like, you know, to be good at this stuff, you got to be like a good improv actor. Hell yes. I'm going to write a book one day about Hollywood being my boot camp. I swear, Holly, if you want to be a good channeler, go take an acting class. Because it just requires you to get out of your way and to stop judging yourself on a really, really dynamic level. All right, so anybody who is ready to take that journey into higher level consciousness, tapping into your Akashic records, you're ready to say, yes, I am ready to take ownership. Yes, I am ready to figure out what it means to dynamically love myself, to strip away the layers. I'm going to send that energy, that consciousness through right for you now. This is a big journey. If any of you resonate with this academy, with me, with this mission, I invite you to stay here for your learning and diving in. If you're not sure quite where to go, reach out to me. There are lots of different avenues. I will help you find the right space for you. I feel it a lot. I see so much magenta pink energy in my visual field. So much energy moving in the crown right now, lifting. Beautiful. Good work, you guys. Ooh, that headspace work that we're doing, that expansion, that brings in powerful new opportunities. What's up, Georgia girl? Good to see you. All right, everybody, I am going to share with you a link where I would love to invite you to take a video tour of the Akashic Academy if you have not already. What you're experiencing right now is the Akashic Academy Network, our public Facebook page, where we have over 25 live stream shows, bringing them to you every week, lots of different energy healing modalities, opportunities to expand. Once you become an Akashic Academy member, you have the opportunity to participate inside of our secret Facebook group, where we are bringing you live workshops every single week. Okay? So every week you get 3 new workshops starting this week. You get Mindful Living on Monday with Coach Nick. You get Intuitive Development with me. We just dove in earlier today learning about the Hermetic principles, embodying these. These are important for alchemy. Shit, necessary for alchemy. Forget I said important. They are necessary. This is a 2-part workshop. We're going to be continuing to work on it next week. And tomorrow, we've got the premiere of the Tai Chi Elixir with Sifu Boggy, who's coming in to bring another weekly workshop to our members. We also do full and new moon rituals, giving us the opportunity to come together to chart our growth according to the energies of the cosmos that are here to support and open vortexes for our awareness. It's badass, I got to tell you. 14 private workshops, opportunities to dive in, to train with other light workers, to learn, grow, and expand. You can start for $4.44 for your first month. So I don't know what you're waiting for. The month 2 is going to cost you $44.44, however, and I want to earn every single bit of your business, I want you to recognize that this is a school where you can dive in and increase so dramatically, quickly, and quantumly. You are worth $44.44, and I want to make you feel that. So come hang out. Feel free to reach out to me if you want a little extra personal help. I'm running over time here. Namaste, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you here again. Don't forget to share this with your friends.